passed you 3 times. This is the 4th. Now you're terminated. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm pursuing my TikTok career anyway.
See, having that energy at the 9 to 5, I'm telling you, that's the wrong way to go. But let's see more of this.
Okay, can you, I'm sorry, I didn't, what, can you say that again?
Yeah. Hi, Tatiana. This is, Shelly from HR.
From HR,
Remember
okay.
me?
No, I don't remember you, but what's going on?
Well, we had a discussion a couple weeks ago about your absenteeism and tardiness. Do
Okay.
you know what time you have to be clocked in at work?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, on 7/18, you clocked in at 6:12. We
Wow.
had a discussion about that,
12 minutes.
Yeah, but, you know, they're waiting on you to be there, clocked in and ready to work at 6.
Okay. Okay.
So your employment is really going to be terminated as of today, because also on 7/28, you clocked in at 6:21.
21 minutes.
Yes, that's 21 minutes of company time.
But I still work though. Like, why didn't y'all tell me that today when I was just at work?
Because I handle all the HR, so they wanted me to call you because we had that discussion, remember, about...
And that was the day that I let alright, keep going.
Just from watching that, man, not gonna lie, she tripping. Like, if you late, you late. Like, come on now.
So you were also on 8/8, you clocked in at, like, 6:32.
That was it. Okay, so I let my cousin use my car the night before, and he didn't bring it. He overslept or something. He didn't bring it back till the morning. So, like, I still made it, though.
That was literally, like, 9 days after we talked. So, and then on 8/12, you just did a no-call, no-show.
That was my birthday. August 12th, that's my birthday. Like, I already told you.
You didn't request that day off work, though.
But y'all know,
You
that's
have to
my
come to
birthday.
work
Though.
on
I'm
your
not.
Birthday.
No, that's fine. All right. Okay.
Everyone works on their birthday. Even I worked on my birthday.
Y'all too grown for me.
Well, unfortunately, I just need you to turn your keys in. And
I'll be there tomorrow, because that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, what? What? No.
See, that's why her ass got fired. Like, you can't get fired and then expect why. You was late, girl. What you mean? Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, though, so we can go up in the algorithm. Thank you.
So I was fired today and wanted to come on because I feel like, number one, this happens to a lot of people, and I was really blindsided by it. The reason I wanted to come on, number one, is because I feel like this happens to a lot of people, and it's like shocking and a lot to process. You know, you work for a company with people for a long time, and then to, like, just get a Zoom, or, like, this was, like, a random meeting put on my calendar, and it only showed, like, my manager on it. I didn't know, like, the HR person was gonna be on, too, and then they just, like, said it very, kind of coldly, and then they just read out, like, the severance stuff and just said, like, you know, it's your last day, effective immediately, and then just, like, log off, and you're just kind of like, what is happening?
See, that same bull crap happened to me. Not gonna lie to you. Literally. I was at my job, and they just fired me. Talking about pack up your stuff and go. Like, where the hell am I supposed to go?
And I think the problem for me is, so they said it was because of a conflict of interest, and essentially at the start of the year, my husband, who worked at the same company as me at the time, he quit because he didn't, You know, he wanted to pursue other things. And at the time, I remember them being really pissed about it because my husband is really good at his job. He's really good at sales, and they just kind of lost this really great salesperson. So they were blindsided by him leaving. And then one day randomly, my manager called me. It was like, you know, how's it going? You know, normal conversation. And then he goes onto, like, completely blindsides me, and he's like, so where's Tanner going? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, he's just figuring out what he wants to do. We have a couple real rental properties, and I was like, he's gonna work on, like, managing them, and yeah, like, I don't know, that was like it. I just said he's doesn't know what he wants to do yet. He just wants to change, like, what he's doing. And then he's like, well, you know, if he ever works at one of our competitors, then that's good, and you guys live in the same household, that's gonna be a real problem. And I'm like, okay. It was just a really uncomfortable situation, and I felt like my job was being threatened at the time. So I get off the call, tell Tanner about it, and he's like, what the fuck? He didn't have, you know, the balls to ask me directly about what I'm doing. Like, no questions about it to him when they had a conversation on the phone. But he'll go to my wife and try to get information out of her. So that just set him off. So we reported that to HR, had a conversation about it, and yeah, I mean, it was fine, moved on. I, like, reviewed the handbook and everything, and it didn't say anything about, like, you know, family or spouse working at another company. So flash forward to, like, April, May, and Tanner came out on LinkedIn and said he's working at this adjacent company now, and I'm guessing that's what set them off, because I got let go because of a conflict of interest. And it's because my husband works at a competitor company. My husband, not even me. And I'm just trying to process this. So, like, I went back to the handbook, and they added that your family cannot work at a competitor. Your family cannot work at a competitor. What?
See, I'ma hope all well for that girl, cause not gonna lie, it looked like she really loved that job. And when you love that job, it's hard to leave that job. But y'all let me know in the comments. You ever love your job?
I just got fired from my job. And I know that I'm qualified. I know my talents. I know what I bring to the table. Yesterday I shared that I was terminated from my job. But God got me. He got you. We gonna be okay. We are covered. Blessings are on the way. And we are Black super mamas for a reason.
You know what? I'm gonna keep letting God work on my behalf. I'm not gonna block no blessings. Ooh, but
I can't shake this defeated feeling. If it's not one thing, it's another. Like, that's the title of this episode for my life. But I'm also spiritually mature to know not to question God. Like, why are you doing this to me, God? Why is this happening? Because nothing's happening to me. It's happening for me. These things that I feel like, oh, it's not this or it's not that. I know that it's just a part of his plan, a part of his will. I'm about to do my third round of interviews, and it's for me. It's for me. God's will, not mine. I am meeting with the CEO and founder, and I just know God is going to open this door. His will. Yesterday, I got the job.
See, this is proving my point. Where you always going your 9 to 5, saying yes sir, no sir to the job, and then wondering why. Why they ain't always getting you paid right. I'm just saying, man, y'all be safe though, for real.
So I was let go from my job today, and I was actually kind of excited. Slightly irritated because the way they did it, but regardless, I was let go. Now, for weeks, I had been talking about how I really want to pursue my dreams and pursue my business, Prim and Plucked Brow Studio here in Dallas. And I was just like, man, if I just had more time. And guess what? The universe definitely delivered, because now I have the time. And at first I was kind of like, shoot, what am I going to do? And then I was like, no, this is literally my sign. Okay. Like, let me tell you something. My boss was literally like Miranda from Devil Wears Prada, minus the fashion sense. Okay. We literally had a situation a couple weeks ago where in Dallas, we had a snowstorm. So if you're in Dallas, you know what I'm talking about. And she was in another state. And while we were having the snowstorm, she was like, my flights keep getting canceled. I need you to get me home. And I'm like, how am I going to get you? Like, it's literally an ice rink outside. How am I going to get you home, lady? So regardless, it was always some type of drama. And I'm just happy to be free of that. Like, I get it in every job. There's certain situations that you won't be happy. But this was like an everyday thing. Now imagine other things that came up with her, okay? If she was asking me to get her home, you can imagine the other things and requests that I had to go through with this woman. Regardless, I am here to say, if you get fired from your job or some type of sudden change happens in your life, go with the flow. I know it's hard, because even it's hard for me. I was kind of freaking out earlier, like, what the heck am I going to do? But then I remember I have talents, I have skills, and guess what? Those will take you so far, okay? So remember that. Keep it pushing. I'm not saying quit your job or anything like that. However, always go after your dreams, because if you don't, I'm telling you right now, the universe will push you and you will have no choice but to soar. Talk to you later.
See, that's why I like to see. She even built her own business from scratch. Didn't even have to worry about 9 to 5. That's what I'm saying. Y'all need to get on y'all feet and get to work, because this 9 to 5, someone's always above us. Literally. So work hard on your 9 to 5 and never give up. And don't forget to like and subscribe so we can go up in the algorithm. Appreciate y'all.